Hey guys, welcome to Everything Football. Hope you're doing good. In this video, I will be doing some predictions for game week 23 on the Premier League. So, this is actually the first game week prediction that I will be doing, but hopefully not the last. Yeah, let's get right into it. The first game of the weekend is going to be hosted at Goodison Park by Everton. And they will be meeting Tottenham that just come off a 3-2 win against Brentford, which was hard fought, but in the end they got a win which they deserved. Tottenham are missing Son very much now when he's at the Asian Cup, and we will see how long he'll be there, but at least he will be there over the Everton game, and that is something we know. Tottenham play open football, which can benefit them and can also do bad for them, and that is why they don't often keep a clean sheet, even though Vicario is doing a very good job. I think that no clean sheets will continue for this game, but they are very good offensively with Maddison back as well, even though they don't have Son. He is very good, and Timo Werner also won man of the match against Brentford with an assist. Everton, however, are in very bad form, and they lost 2-1 against Luton. And I think Tottenham will own the match, but Everton are gonna score on a counter from open play, and I think the final result will be 3-1 with a Maddison assist and Werner scoring a goal as well. Moving on, we've got Brighton hosting Crystal Palace at the Falmer Stadium. Now, these both are some teams that are not in great form right now. To be fair to Palace though, they did grab 3 points last week to Sheffield United, but Brighton, they lost 4-0 to Luton Town, which is not that good at all, but that was away, and now they're home and they're hosting Crystal Palace. Now, Roy Hodgson is pretty close to getting sacked, you could say. His fans are turning against him, but I think that João Pedro is gonna score a brace today with a 2-0 win for Brighton. Moving on, we've got Newcastle hosting Luton at St James's Park. Now, this one could be a pretty close one in my opinion, because Newcastle are in bad form. They've just come off a win, to be fair to them though, against out of form Aston Villa. But Luton Town have just come off a 4-0 win against Brighton, and that's a great result. Their confidence is through the roof, and I mean, also having Isaac and Wilson injured, it's going to be hard for Newcastle to score. I mean, they're not going to go goalless, but my prediction is a 1-1 draw, and points are shared at St James's Park. Now let's move on to Turf Moor, where Burnley are hosting Fulham. I think this could be a tough match to predict. It would be proper Fulham to actually drop points in this game, and I can see them doing that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And I know both of them are coming off bad results, with Fulham getting a goalless draw against Everton, and also Burnley losing 3-1 to City, so that both of those aren't good results. Burnley are probably gonna go down this season, if we're gonna be real, and I think it's gonna be a close game, and Fulham are gonna get it in the last minutes of the game, and it's gonna be a 2-1 win for Fulham at the Turf Moor. Moving on, we've got Sheffield United hosting Aston Villa at the Bramall Lane. And this is actually an interesting match, because looking at this a month ago or something, it would be a pretty obvious Villa win. In Villa's current form, that isn't so obvious anymore. They've come with only 1 win in 5 games and losing 3-1 against Newcastle United. And I think Sheffield United, who are way worse on paper, are gonna have the home advantage, and they're gonna crave the result, and they're gonna get the 1-1 draw. Moving on to Sunday, we've got a very big game, 6th versus 7th, and it's Manchester United, of course, hosting West Ham United at the Old Trafford. And West Ham are in very poor form, with their last game being a 1-1 draw against Bournemouth, and United are in actually pretty good form. Their last game was winning 4-3 against Wolverhampton, and it was a very tight game though, with Mainu scoring a goal in 90+7, I think it was, and also getting a 2-2 draw against Tottenham. So United are in pretty good form. They're at Old Trafford, and I think they're gonna get all 3 points with a 3-1 win. Now at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea are hosting Wolverhampton, and it's not going good for Chelsea, if we're gonna be real. Their latest game was a 4-1 loss against Liverpool at Anfield, but Wolverhampton are having pretty good form right now, with it being very close, grabbing a point against United. Although Chelsea are the better team in my opinion, and I think Chelsea are gonna crave the result a lot. They've got 10 home games without a loss, and I think that's gonna continue. And I think it's gonna be a pretty close game though, but I think that Chelsea will win it with a late goal by Christopher Nkunku. This weekend, Bournemouth are hosting at the Vitality Stadium, and they're hosting none other than Nottingham Forest. I think that it will be a pretty close game actually, but Bournemouth have Dominic Solanke, he's flying at the minute. 13 goals this season, and he's not stopping there, I can tell you that. Iraola has actually seemed to be a good manager, and it was a good choice to sack Gary O'Neill for him. Not that Gary O'Neill has been bad for Wolves now. No, Espirito Santo has actually been pretty good, and they have good players like Anthony Elanga, so they have the quality, but I think still that Bournemouth are the better side, and it's going to be a close 3-2 win Bournemouth. Moving on to what is easily the weekend's most fun game and exciting game is going to be Arsenal versus Liverpool, of course, at the Emirates. Now, Arsenal are just finding their form again with their 2-1 win against Forest last week and a 5-0 thrashing of Crystal Palace. Although Liverpool this season, they've been incredible, and I see a pretty good game. Actually, it's going to be fun for neutral supporters to just watch the game. But I do think Jurgen Klopp is going to go home happy this game with 3 points. Although I see this going either way, to be fair, but I do think it's going to be a 2-1 win Liverpool. Monday football is at the JT Community Stadium, and Brentford are hosting Manchester City. Now, to be fair to Brentford though, they took 6 points last season against City, but I think it's going to be different this season. It's going to be way different. Although they did fight a lot against Tottenham, but it wasn't enough to get any points with them. And City are coming from a 3-1 win against Burnley, with Haaland fully back now and De Bruyne, and I think that it's going to be a 3-1 win for Manchester City. It's going to be easy peasy for them, and they're going to go back to winning a lot. I think they're going to go on a win streak now for a while, and in my opinion, City are still the favorites to win the league, and I think this match is one of them that they can show the quality that they actually do have. And yeah guys, that was it. Let me know what you thought of those predictions and what you would change, and we'll see how they actually end up. Maybe they're shit and maybe they're actually good. Yeah, we'll see. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day and goodbye.